What is going on, guys? It is your girl Janiqua A, and I am back with another reading for you guys. But this one is a little bit different. I've been channeling a certain energy that I'm not used to lately, specifically today. All right. The reading that is uploading now, it basically is stating that you guys are confronting an enabler in your family. Like the Devil card and a Ten of Cups came out. Like there has been a lot of demonic activities and things that you've been exposed to possibly since childhood that now you are being called to address for some reason. All right, I tried to get away from it. Then I went to a book that I got, and it's called The Altar Within. And basically I chose to read this book because I'm in a season of self-worship. Okay, I'm in a season of self-discovery and embodying my divine self. And that's what this altar allows you to approach. All right. The goal with this book is to bring you back to self, including showing up to fight for your communities against dominant capitalists and values. All right. It's vital for us baddies, to understand when one suffer, we all suffer. All right. So I'm like, what? So then I start reading. So I'm at the chapter where it speaks about spiritual bypassing. All right. Now, if you don't know what spiritual bypassing is, it's basically the tendency to use spirituality and spiritual practices to avoid facing unresolved emotional issues. Always saying like it's always love and light. Oh, it's always this and always that. So I'm continuing reading and things are clicking to me. And in this work that we do spiritually, one thing has often come up, and it's that people feel shame for feeling anything other than positivity, right? And that causes people to bypass certain things. All right, now justifying suffering is another form of spiritual bypassing, and one that boils my blood every time I see or hear it. People always find ways to justify not taking action, from saying it's the natural plan of the universe, or it's God, if God intended it, it will be so, or even to say everything happens for a reason. Now, she goes in to speak about, well, if this is true, imagine saying it to her 5-year-old self while she was being abused by a grown person. All right, basically saying, would you have justified her suffering because it is what it is? Not trying to address the situation, but just like throw it under the rug. So for a lot of you guys, that's why I'm being caught. Like when I hear about the devil, yeah, it's about greed, it's about money. But in y'all's case, because God is just making me channel it so heavy, it's about, I feel like, other things that y'all have been exposed to where it's become a normal in your family, and it's become a repetitive generational curse because you're seeing it. All right, it's involving lust, it's involving desires that is not meant to be going down through family. That's the best way I could put it. So that's why she basically touches upon about spiritual bypassing. She also then states that spirituality requires that we focus on what we can do to make a difference. Yes, some situations may be outside of our control or extremely difficult to face, but in all situations, change can be made and lives can be saved. So right now, Spirit is saying you are strong enough. Maybe you guys elevated in your finances. Maybe you guys are stable. Maybe you guys have made a name for yourself and you are secure. You are confident where you could speak out now and speak on things and not sweep nothing under the rug and save lives. Remember, you are the greatest expression of the divine, and therefore divinity works through you. So you are being called to address, all right, some sort of family issue because it's a repetitive pattern. Now, going back to my downloads that I wrote down, all right, aside from spiritual bypassing, it says enabling the predator stops. Confronting the entity head on must happen to break the generational curse. enablers are being addressed. All right, so we're going to tap into this energy real quick, all right, and see what you need to know, because I want to get it out. Spirit, dang. All right, look. The Eight of Wands. This is like explosion. This is Mars energy, the god of war. Okay? And this is my Orisha deck. All right, so we got Mars out here, the god of war, the god that is equipped to fight demons. All right? This is going to spark a lot of controversy, Spirit is saying. All right? But you can handle it. Hold on. Y'all, in this Orisha deck, the Eight of Wands is not a card to take lightly. All right? If you see these 8 craters, right, that's in a card, they have been inactive. All right? They have been lying dormant for a long time and now have become active once again. All right? And that's why it's expelling fire from the bottom, which can be seen perfectly. Like you could see this explosion. So what does that mean for you? Whatever thing that you are being called to address that was lying dormant and you was kind of like giving it a calm, quiet, or like an asleep approach, it has been awakened with a lot of vigor, a lot of vitality, and probably a lot of passion behind what's being said by you. All right? And this is a spontaneous. The Eight of Wands is a lot of fire, a lot of, I'm hearing vengeance, a lot of passion behind those words coming through. All right? It's like you're being filled with such a spirit to like explode what was dormant. All right? Also, a lot of people are not going to expect this reaction. Maybe you guys, you know, I know family time is coming up. I know holiday seasons are approaching, and you might be the one that don't want to sugarcoat nothing because everybody's together. There might be a situation where something triggers you to really let loose the truth. All right, so this is going to be an unexpected reaction that people did not expect. All right, which might lead to a sudden situation, but it's going to be effective. All right, the strength behind your words right now and the energy behind it is going to be effective, swift. All right, quick messages, even like oral messages, written messages. I'm hearing group messages, even pictures. This is what this means. Something coming to light in an explosive way after hiding for so many years. All right? Because of lack of courage to show it. Okay? I'm dead serious. That's what it means. All right? I'm literally giving y'all what the call me aside from my own downloads. All right? So that's Mars energy, the god of war. This can't be contained no more. You can't be contained no more. You allowing the predator or you allowing the person just to walk freely. All right? It can't be contained no more. So something is definitely being addressed. Spirit, give me more on this energy. Wow, the Village. Hold on. I have to, because I got to show y'all this card. This is from the Orisha deck, so if y'all want to know what deck this is. All right, and I just brung this deck because it's like an ancestor deck, but this is the Tower. All right, this hurt communities. All right, there has been a lot of people destroyed. All right, whatever that you are saying, whatever that you are confronting is going to cause a major, is going to have an effect. A lot of people will be affected. All right, the Village. I'm hearing it takes a village. All right, so this could be, you know, people you once considered your village and took advantage. Okay? These are people that was once considered your village and that has completely taken advantage somehow, some way. And it's like you may have had to leave. I'm also getting that scripture, every chosen one must leave their city to become who they are made to be. Because your city will hold you to your struggles. Your city will hold you to things like that, because that's all they know. Okay, hold on. So let me go into a little bit of the energy behind this card. So, you see the lightning flashing from the clouds to the earth. This is producing fire, devastating the village, destroying the dwelling place of people. All right, some men and women fall while others run from the fire. All right, but the normal silence of the forest is interrupted by thunder and flashing, and everything is at an upheaval. What was once quiet in a dwelling place and peace has now been interrupted. All right, now the village in this card represents not only the habitat or place of residence, our home, but also the place where our spirit, our body, or the community itself lives. So whatever's being said, whatever's being confronted by you, it is going to affect people's home. This might even happen in a place of residence when we speak about a village. All right, people in the home that are supposed to be a village. All right, but also places where our body finds comfort, people consciousness. All right, it also represents the break of like something massive. All right, this card is definitely evidence of danger. It represents the Tower of Babel, by which men tried to reach heaven, which caused God to unleash his divine rage and destroy the tower. All right, because they was following they was getting kind of like too much into like man-made stuff. All right, it could also represent the destruction of old cities that fell, to vice and shared the same unfortunate fate. Meaning, like, when you be hearing about preachers and stuff doing very, very unthinkable things, okay? Being exposed, all right? Literally, y'all. So right now, this is irretrievable losses. Like the losses that is happening right now to certain people because of the judgment that is upon them, by which is being addressed. Everything that is lost is irretrievable, because how they retrieved it was through very demonic things. This is destruction. This is the rapture. All right, this is lack of communication with and or from others, self-punishment, guilt. This is danger of accidents, fractures, falls. Beware of fire, fuels, and electricity. Take care of your body and home. Decay, corruption. This is done. All right. Those type of people and those type of demonic entities that had a hold on a lot of people's families is done. Spirit, give me more. I'm hearing a whole village. It's something about a village. Ooh, oh wow. A legba. Y'all already know. That's Papa. A legba governs the crossroads. You hear me? A legba in a Yoruba tradition is the patriarch of all doors and all roads. All right. Therefore, the magical keys to open the most locked doors. All right. And the things that permits and unpermits you from walking different paths that humanity will travel, that belongs to him. His image is to be placed usually behind a door or close to the entrance of the house, since Elegwa is the warding and the protector of villages, towns, cities, houses, and so on. For a lot of you guys, whoever that is being called to confront the enabler, to confront whatever you're being called to confront, this is the energy is behind you. He is, you know, he's the protector of the crossroads. He's the one that you gotta appease first to even reach the other reaches. For real. He's the one that he walks here on earth with us. And he's able to travel to get your messages to the right reaches if he's appeased. All right? He will trick the heck out of you. All right? Just so you won't be easily manipulated next time. All right? He's a trickster. He loves play. All right? He could be a child at times. All right? This is also, he's big in commerce. So a Legua, you know, is related to jobs, progress in one's work, or the no progress in one's work. All right? This, you know, this card coming out speaks about an abundant productivity right now. For real. This speaks about profitable advertising. Your message will be well received. So if you've been petitioning the Legua, all right, if you've been petitioning them to open up a road or something dealing with whatever your situation is, it has been well received. Be wary about tempting and mysterious offers. All right, this is a sense of vitality in your work. All right, but when this card is badly influenced by other cards in this deck, it signifies unemployment, lack of work. It signifies severe fatigue. It signifies tiredness, loss of energy. Incorrect interpretations of messages. That's the trickster. All right, so I'm just gonna go by what I see, and this is badly influenced. All right, this is badly influenced. The Tower, the God of War, Mars energy. All right, and I'm saying Mars because that's the symbol. All right, so, you know, sometimes, and that's even with spiritual bypassing. Like, you know, negatively affected, a Legua, well, you think that a Legua is your spirit guide, okay? You calling up on that man and doing crazy things, you hear me? And when you calling up on a Legua and trying to harness the spirit of a Legua, remember, these Orishas is, first of all, very powerful, all right? And they have two sides to them. Okay, and when you calling upon a spirit and it's influenced by negative things, okay, and you going through unemployment, you dealing with lack of work, you suffering with fatigue and lost energy, and you working with a Legua, right? That should be questionable. You should start thinking like, am I needing to learn something? All right, and that's when you could perceive the interpretations of spiritual messages is incorrect. Now, a Legua is playing tricks. That often happens too when, hold on, come on. So that often, like if you are work, like, I'm just going to speak of what I just heard. All right, so I'm not even going to clarify, but like, this will happen too when you are doing something to a child of a Legua, or you doing something to somebody that a Legua loves and care about. All right, and you trying to work with them, and you doing all of this, and you're enabling certain things. He's a trickster. All right. That will happen too when you're doing something to a child of his. You hear me? And he will get you to think, yeah, talk to me, use me, okay? Be careful. It's a lot of people running around saying, oh yeah, I'm connected to a Legua. Oh yeah, I'm connected to these spiritual beings. Okay? It's one thing to like go through warfare, and it's one thing to get to a lesson. But it's one thing to not know what a Legua is doing in your life. All right? Incorrect interpretations of messages. Misunderstood communication. Okay? So, Let's get another card out here. Look, and y'all, on the bottom of the deck, I'm telling you, before I even said something, this is the guardian angel and this is karma. All right, I don't know who you are because I'm reading for y'all, but you are connected to a Lewa some sort of way. Okay, and you are a prized possession of a Lewa. Little do you know. So if you was being called to honor him, it's not by accident. All right, a Lewa is working with you. All right, you see that temperance energy? Okay, this is karma. All right, you are walking karma right now. All right, you're heavily protected by one of the most powerful Orishas. I'm not even going to say the, because Obatala is very powerful too. And a lot of them areas not even, but I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm saying. This is karma being dispelled on somebody. All right, where I feel like they think that a Lewa might be their spirit guide, or they might think they might be praying to him in regards to fix their financial problem whole time. The Lewa has a way of teaching you lessons. So if you only trying to appease the Orishas when, you know, like you're not supposed to use these Orishas because they are so powerful and giving you what you want. There's just side effects. All right. And all I could say is your guardian angel, which is a Lewa, is teaching somebody a very valuable lesson. I'm talking about a village. All right, this is not just one person. Okay? This might be somebody that was enabling some crazy stuff. You hear me? I don't know. But I know one thing's for sure. All of this heat and all of this explosion is coming from your guardian angel. All right? And declaring karma. All right, balancing out accounts. Because a Lewa deals with portals. This is an 1111 portal. A Lewa deals with the opening and closing of roads, access and no access, good luck, bad luck, things turning around, jobs, e-commerce, things of this world. That's your guardian angel. And he on this earth, all right, cutting up. All right, he is not only after one person, all right, there is a whole village. There is a whole community that probably don't even understand why certain things are happening to them, why they are losing jobs, why they are getting sick, why their house is burning down, why all of this stuff is happening. That's like a message being sent. Like, don't mess with this one. All right? Don't mess with this one. That's what I see, y'all. Look. And what I said. Oh, Shumare. All right, that's the world card. All right, that's the end of that world. That's the end of that reality. Okay? Literally. And what happens? The rainbow there's always a jackpot, all right, because a Lewa deals with this world. A Lewa deals with e-commerce, riches, and stuff like that, okay? This is like snake energy, all right? This is like being as wise as a serpent, but as peaceful as a dove type of energy, okay? Kundalini energy rose. So let's get more into your reading. Spirit, give me more on this tower and this karma. The moon. All right, well, whatever was hidden, a Lewa seen it. Whatever that was hidden, a Lewa seen it and did not like it. All right, because 9 times out of 10, it may have appeared as if it was the right thing to do to go against you somehow. You see how that trickery spirit will Spirit. This is like spirit. The moon card. This is like the hidden, your subconscious. All right. So whatever that was hidden, it was not appeasing to a Libra when it, in regards to you, because that's your guardian angel. All right. And all parties were being watched. This is probably involving the road that was open for you. All right. But the moon card. Spirit, give me more on this moon card, please, and thank you. Equilibrium, and that's balance. All right. This is a lesson of being taught balance. All right. How to remain in the light, how to not be fooled, how to have discipline, how to have control and discernment. All right. This is Libra energy, the moon and Libra. All right. Learning how to have balance between what's real and what's not real. Learning how to have balance in what messages are true and what's not. Are you being tricked into doing something to teach your ass a lesson? All right. From the same spirit guides that are somebody else's spirit guides. Okay. But they've been taught balance through destruction. All right. The daughter of fire. Spirit, give me more on this energy. Wealth. A Libra has opened up the road to wealth. This is like nothing but grapevines. This is like nothing but fruitfulness. This is nothing but harvest time. This is nothing but a lot of wealth. This is the Ten of Pentacles. All right, so it's looking like a Libra and you is connected deeper than you think. All right, they are a part of your generation. The Libra has a lot of influence over your generational wealth. Okay, and it has opened the door to it. Also, it's given with the moon card, the equilibrium and wealth. It's also giving trust in spirit. Trust that things will be balanced out. All right. So the Ten of Pentacles is out here. Spirit, give me more on this energy and what my everything's need to know. Something is being recovered, is looking like. Wow. Bravery. So it's looking like you are being rewarded for your bravery. All right. Remember what I said about spiritual bypassing, and when you speak up for things, when you address the enabler, when you address that predatory person in your family or whoever that's enabling it. All right. You help people. It's like you are sent out. You are one of God's avenging angels. Okay. It's like when one fall, we all fall. So right now, your strength, your confidence, your words, all right, your spirits, all right, is rewarding you on your bravery, because whatever you've done, it did helped a lot of people get up out of a huge fire that probably wasn't even intended for them. I'm hearing trying to burn evidence. Okay, so you're being rewarded. And for a lot of you guys, with this bravery, with this Seven of Wands and karma, this fire, a lot of people you were meant to save. All right. There was a selective few of people that you was being guided to help and assist and like speak out and protect and speak on things for. All right. And others you were meant to call out, approach. All right. Stand on business with. And you've helped so much people. All right. Also, firefighters risk their life. Okay. I'm hearing you are a lifesaver. You out here saving lives. So, what is the overall message and the advice as we close out this message? You are being used. Look, the Ace of Cups. This is a blessing. This is your cup running over, all right? And this is running over with stability, all right? This is getting back to your roots, like a lake where the Orishas, maybe the Yoruba position is a part of your roots. Maybe you need to honor them a little bit more if this is your reading, but you are fully connected. All right, in this Ace of Cups, if you felt like your coins, if you felt like anything was getting dried up, the Ace of Cups is saying, baby, I'm watering that. All right, your spirits got you. You know, the spirits, the Ace of Cups, these is cups. All right, it's coming to water. All right, to keep the stability strong. So I love you guys, and I hope that helped.